Hey guys and girls, it is Tom Panos here, and this is very spontaneous coming on here. And the reason why is I believe that you can make a difference that's going to make your life better, and you're going to do something which is very important, which is to tell the truth at scale. And the gentleman on the other side of the camera, Ben Kingsley, a mate, a guy that I've met through the world of real estate. He is the chairman of the Australian Investment Property Council. Did I say that right, Ben?
Property Investors Council, close enough. We call it PICA for short, Tom.
Okay. So and this guy here, let me make it very clear. This ain't no plug. This ain't no commission breath. This is purely letting you know we want to stop the fake news. About 7 weeks ago, on the front page of the Sydney Morning Herald was an article that said there will be a minimum of 50,000 deaths with COVID and most likely up to 150,000. So far, there's been 100 or 102, right? A bit of fake news. And one of the fakest news at the moment that's affecting real estate is that there is people out there, some of them are spruikers that get out there saying 30, 40, 50% drop, whereas we in the field that are out there doing auctions, the buyer's agents, the real estate agents are seeing open for inspections, bloody lining up. You're struggling sometimes to get a car spot, right? Now, Ben contacted me about a week ago and I screwed up. I never did anything about it, but I want to do something about it now. Ben, tell me about this initiative to get the truth out. Please, everyone hang in and listen to this. Hey, Mr. Morello, hey to everyone. Please listen to what we're saying. It's going to make a difference. Ben, over to you.
Yeah. Thanks, Tom. Thanks for the opportunity to talk to all of the professionals in the property space. I mean, the reality is that sentiment is important in any market and any economy. And we are now coming out of the lockdown stages. And I just saw the news in the mainstream media. We're gravitating to clickbait around negative stories, as you're saying, fake news around what this is going to do. So as we come out of this size, and I'll come back to what happened during the height of the pandemic, and then we went into lockdown, all those people lining up at the Centrelink queues. It's very powerful imagery, and images tell a thousand stories, right? So what we came up with this idea, and no one owns the idea. We want everyone to own this hashtag, right? There is no ownership to it. The idea is that if we could show those queues of people lining up for open for inspections, we could show crowds attending public auctions, and we can really tell the truth of what's happening in the field, on the ground, week by week, every Saturday. And we post them on Insta, we post them on Facebook, we do the LinkedIn, all of those things. And we're already seeing it. Like if you go to that hashtag now, you can start to see evidence. So there were some great examples of people having their A-frame out the front and people social distancing, lining up to inspect those properties through open homes. That's what we want to do. We want to share right across Australia, from Cairns down in through to the bottom of Denmark in WA. We think that there's a message here that people need to understand, that the property market is now open and momentum is starting to build based on what we saw in February. We all know what was happening in February. Listings were coming, confidence was returning. The Brisbane market was coming out of its sort of dormant period, and we were seeing Sydney was going to be a terrific year, Melbourne was going to be a terrific year. We want to reconnect with those images. So we know that they can be powerful images for people being unemployed and lining up in dole queues. We think we can share the powerful images, and that will then get the mainstream media to say, hey, there's something here. There is something in the fact that we are seeing groups of people going through. The property market is alive and well. There is demand for property. And if we can get that story told, ultimately our market will recover quicker. And when we do that, we know that the property market is so fundamental to wealth effect and getting people's confidence up for spending in retail and all of those things. So if the property market returns quicker, so does the broader economy. So that's why we were asking everyone on Saturday to put their A-frames out. And if they've got people queuing up, doing the right thing, social distancing, hashtag it to OZpropertyAlive, and that will get the message out there. Send it into LinkedIn, Insta, Facebook, any community that you are serving through your socials. And that's why I reached out to you, Tom.
Okay, so to confirm, number one, this is not branding any organization. There is no underlying motive to try and pick up some tribe following it. Be very clear. Number two, the tag that you're to use is actually on the screen. Ben, can I confirm that spelling is right and what I've done up there?
Yeah, OZpropertyAlive is correct. That's it.
Yep. Okay. And does it matter if it's in if agents quickly do it if it's in lower and uppercase?
No, all lowercase. My understanding of how hashtags work, and I'm not so social guru, but any sort of form of, lowercase, uppercase, it'll work.
Okay. And what you do is when you get to a property and you see people lining up, anything that's got a good look, an auction where there's a big crowd of people would even look spectacular. You take a photo, you put that hashtag, and you post on any of the platforms that you use, and you got a following. And I can tell you, as someone that's connected to the media and still very involved with both News Corp and realestate.com, journos and editors actually use social media as their inspiration for stories, right? So what you're doing does make a big difference. And all we're doing is, hey, we're not trying to make things look better than what they are, worse than what they are. We're basically trying to make them look like as they are. And Ben, I can tell you, as they are at the moment, as I go right around the country, every marketplace says the same thing. We need stock. There is buyers around. And even
There are
if we
buyers.
listed an extra 50% of stock, we'd still get that stock absorbed, So I think it's an important message. There is going to be a few people that are going to go on and say, oh, Panos here, spruiking property up again. Hey, you know what? The truth is what we're talking about, right? And Ben, I want to thank you so much. It is a great initiative. Starting today's Thursday, you can start this Saturday. I expect there to be big crowds all over Australia.
Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity, Tom. And as I said, it's there for everyone to use. We're not capturing anyone's names or details. Please don't try and own those handles. No one owns them. That way you can ultimately get that message out there, and we can really show the evidence in the field of what's actually happening live. That the property market is re-emerging itself from a hiatus. And that will then obviously be a positive story for both property market and the broader economy in the short to medium term.
I'll be definitely, Ben. I've got a number of auctions that I'm doing. I might even remember and give it a big shout out while I'm actually doing an auction.
Beautiful.
But I will definitely be.
I look forward to seeing the picture of you doing your auctions, Tom.
Say that again?
I said I look forward to those pics coming through on Saturday with you in full flight, as I love watching you when you are auctioneering.
Now, can I ask you, Ben, that image behind you,
Yeah.
Do you know where it is?
Yeah, it's Amalfi Coast.
Okay. Geez, it's only like Arik was supposed to be this weekend. And what happens is I pretty much leave 4 days after Arik. And that looks very, very similar to a part of Greece that my mum comes from.
Oh, okay.
And it just gave me a memory that I could have been there. Yeah, look at it. Yeah, wow. It's so similar. I got to tell you. I mean, they actually have their postcards that actually look exactly like that. It's spelled Pylos. And it's a beautiful place. But guess what? If you're not in Pylos, sitting, having a frappe and sitting in the sun, what's the next best thing? Going once, twice, third and final call. Sold to you, Mr. Ben Kingsley.
Beautiful, Tom. Thanks very much for the
Alrighty.
opportunity.
Guys and girls, do me a favor, by the way. Can you please share this post? The post that's come up now, please share it, because most of the people that follow you are other agents as well. I want you to share it, and I think that your clients should know about this as well, right? This is the truth. This is not catastrophe thinking that we're seeing some of the organizations use to, of course, get eyeballs, because I know how media works. It's all about getting attention, and misery loves attention. And media is very good about telling you about the one plane that didn't land properly, not the 83,000 that did. So please share this, and let's get this post and tag to actually get into the eyes of every real estate agent in Australia. Signing off. See you, Ben.
See you, Tom. Thanks very much.